Okay, so welcome to this quick video. I found this infographic online and it's from Formstack, the smart way to collect and manage data. I'm just kidding. But I found this online and it's actually a really interesting and eye-opening infographic. If you guys have probably started to see some infographics lately, they're really cool because they basically give you a ton of great information in a very systematic way, and it helps you to really kind of just take it all in. You may have seen this. I posted it on a few of my social media platforms. But here we go. I want to just show you. So how are small businesses actually engaging in e-commerce? And as you can see over here, in the third quarter of 2009 compared to the third quarter of 2010, total retail sales online e-commerce 36.5 billion in 2009 and 41.5 billion in 2010. So steady growth. It's been like that going back through the past few years. Now that's only 4 to 4.2% of all the money that's spent in retail. So is there room to grow? Absolutely. And mobile phones are actually going to really kind of propel that growth forward. So let's hop on down to this next section, and this is where it shows the percentage of businesses with a website. Okay, percentage of small businesses with a website. This is crazy. In 2007, 33% of business owners had a website. 2009, 45% of business owners have a website. Okay, and maybe it's close to 50% right now. The point is, about half of all small business owners don't have a website. Okay, that to me is absolutely insane, especially in this day and age where the yellow pages are dead and everybody, 97% of people, I should say, go straight online. So if you don't have a website, you are definitely missing the boat. Not only for all of the great things that a website can do to grow your business, but just even helping you legitimize yourself. You know, when someone says, "Do you have a website?" and you say no, I know you don't feel good about that if you don't have a website, and you have to tell people that. It's like, I know I should get one, but what are the reasons why people don't get one? And this is what's really cool. This infographic kind of shows us a breakdown of why business owners don't have a website. So 41% of business owners say that their business currently does not need one. Okay, that is a huge problem. Okay, that's a huge problem because that's incorrect. And if that larger percentage of people believe their business doesn't need a website, that's a huge issue. Okay, so there's some education that needs to take place here. Or the way other business owners may look at it who have a website that performs well, they say, "That's awesome. I love that." 41% of business owners don't feel like they need one. That's more business for me, and that's in their right, and they would be right by saying that. So if you're in that 41%, you need to get yourself educated. You need to stop for a second and figure out a way. Put together a game plan. Okay, you're in business, you're a business owner, you're a smart person, you understand what's going on out there. Something inside of you must be telling you, I do need a website. I mean, this 41% blows me away. 19% of people say the cost, okay? The reality is, at the end of the day, there is absolutely every one of these right here is an excuse. Let's be clear about that. Every single one of these things right here is actually an excuse. It's not a reason. It's not a legitimate reason. It's an excuse, okay? And an excuse is only needed when you don't get the job done. Learned that from a manager of mine years ago. You only need an excuse when you don't get the job done. Okay, cost is not a factor. You can go to GoDaddy and get a website tonight website for 10, 20, 30 bucks, whatever it is. It's not going to perform, and it's definitely not going to make you any money other than the fact that it will legitimize your business online. So somebody can go there and say, okay, he has a website. He's got something. He's got an online brochure at least that tells me what he does. 16% of people say lack of time. Lack of time, you don't need time. You just need to delegate that to somebody who actually can do the work quickly for you. Okay, so that's another excuse. And then this one, 10% other. So there's a bunch of other excuses thrown in there. 9% of people said that it's too complex. Whoever said that you have to build your website yourself? You don't. And I think this is a huge point. If you're for the people that fall into the 9% category and they say it's too complex, they're lacking a fundamental business development skill, delegation. Okay, they're lacking the ability to delegate. And chances are, if you fall in that 9%, you have a hard time delegating things in your business. You like to do them yourself, and you don't want to put that job in other people's hands. But at the end of the day, you're only one person and you can only do so much. So that's an excuse. 4% say their business will never need one. Okay, and we don't even have to talk about that because that's ridiculous. And then 1% of people just weren't sure. Okay, so down here it basically says, some businesses like corner markets and dry cleaners and bakeries and stuff like that, they may not need a website, but at the end of the day you do, because mobile phones are growing, and what's happening is people are going straight to their mobile phone and they're typing in bakery, typing in pizza place, typing in dry cleaner, and if you don't have a website, you're not going to get found. You're losing out on that business. Whoever has a website and whoever's showing up when people are searching for what you offer, those people are getting the business. Just go to Google and type in a keyword that represents your business. You're going to find that whoever's there, you're going to recognize their name. You're going to say, hey, I know that company. I know that company. You know them because they're doing really well right now, because they've positioned themselves correctly. Okay, so enough beating that horse. And then the last stat right here is just 13% of people plan on getting a website for their business. Okay, so at least there's a percentage of people out there that understand they need it. Hopefully you fall in that category. You're about to pull the trigger and take the action and get it done. Okay, so now we have small business website functions. Okay, this is interesting because how do people use their website? Well, 30% of business owners polled said that they use it for e-commerce, to sell things, okay, sell products, services, or whatever. 80% of the business owners that were polled said that they basically are using their website as general information, just to be able to give people some information about their business, because what are people doing online? They're looking for information. So that's good. 45% of people use their website as a customer service tool. 35% of people use it to capture leads. That number's way too low. That should be 100%. Okay? The whole goal of a website is to capture leads, to capture traffic, so that your sales team can follow up and sell. The reason why you're in business is to sell things. It's not to provide information. It's not to give customer service. It's not to, reserve appointments, as you can see down here, or post on your blog. It's to capture leads. This is the single most important category that's in here. Okay? Your website should be capturing leads. That's it. And that's what we focus on, is just get traffic, capture leads. Obviously, this other stuff is important, but the main focus should be, how do I take the visitors that come to my site and turn them into leads? Okay? And then you've got an interesting stat here, because it looks like businesses that make more money are more apt to have a website. So you have businesses that generate between $100,000 and $500,000 a year. 45% of those businesses have a website. Okay? Businesses that make $500,000 to $1 million a year, almost half of all those businesses have a website. $1 million plus up to $2.5 million, almost 70% of those businesses have a website. And then $2.5 million to $5 million, 67% of those businesses have a website. Okay, so is the reason why those businesses that make more money, is the reason why they have a website because they can afford it more than a smaller business? No, absolutely not. They have a website because whoever runs the business is a smart business owner. Whoever's in there managing the business is intelligent and realizes that having a website is a crucial part of building your business in 2012. Okay, the cost is negligible. Okay, any small business owner has a couple $1,000s hanging around. Okay, and if you choose the right company to build your website, who's going to make sure that it converts and turns visitors into leads, then you actually can't afford not to have a website because you're actually losing money by not having one. So the reverse is true. It's very counterintuitive, but people say, I can't afford to have a website. No, you can't afford not to have a website. You're losing money because you don't have one. Okay, and down here we have small business and e-commerce investments. Okay, so this part of the infographic right here kind of shows us what percentage of business owners are planning on increasing their budgets to get their business web enabled and e-commerce ready. So 17% of business owners polled are looking to put money towards their website. 15% are going to put money towards their email marketing, and then 13% are planning on putting money towards social media. Okay, now this is very interesting. Look at the percentage of people that are planning on putting money towards social media marketing. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I love social media, but that is ridiculous. Almost as many people are planning on putting money towards social media as they are toward their website. These numbers are way too small, guys. This should be the other way around. Okay, it should be 71%, 51%, 31%. I mean, the numbers should be absolutely flipped. Okay, this is crazy, but the reason why I made this video is because it's opened my eyes, and I'm like, wow, there's an epidemic here, so to speak, in business, where business owners are clueless when it comes to what they need to do to build their business. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's you don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know things that you don't know yet. So when you learn things, it's all about growth. It's all about about growing as a person. It's all about growing your business. And so this video was really meant to do that, to open your eyes and say, listen, there's a really big opportunity here. While most business owners haven't figured out yet that they need a website, you have an opportunity to come in. And, when we look at these numbers, if you're in a local area, that means 50% of your competitors don't have a website. All right, so it doesn't. Who cares about nationally if you're only in one location? These numbers will apply in your local area. Okay, so these percentages are going to be accurate for the people that you're competing against. So if you can flip flop your mindset and have a paradigm shift, so to speak, maybe you can take the reins and actually grow your business faster. So the last piece of this puzzle is mobile commerce. Okay, quick numbers for you. There's 5.5 billion cell phone users, 6 billion cell phone users, something like that. Almost everybody in the world has a cell phone at this point. But there's only like 2 billion or 2.5 billion smartphone users. So the smartphones eventually are going to be the only phones you can buy. You're not going to be able to buy those flips, and you're going to be able to buy smartphones, and that's it, because that's where everything is going, in my prediction. But 37% of smartphone users have actually purchased an item through their mobile commerce, on their cell phone. And less than 10%, only 8.8% of retailers are actually using mobile commerce. Okay, so what does this tell you? There's huge room for growth. Mobile is not going away. Mobile is going to be the future of everything. It's going to be the way you pay. It's going to be the way you consume information. It's going to be the way that you do everything. It's going to be the way you store your credit card information. It's going to be the way you store your money if you don't already do it through online ways. It's going to be the way you pay your bills through your mobile apps. Literally, your whole entire world is going to revolve around your mobile phone. Okay, and that's a great thing for us as marketers and for you as a business owner, because there's huge room for growth and there's huge room to get in there and do it now while everybody's kind of still trying to figure out. Most people aren't leaders when it comes to new technology and new ideas. They sit back and let other people do it first, and then they'll figure out what they want to do once they see the results, and then oftentimes it's too late. So the whole point of this, first of all, thanks to Formstack for publishing this. It really was a great infographic that gave me a lot of great information and allowed me to share this with you. But at the end of the day, do you really want to be the business owner that doesn't have a website? I mean, take this information, go to my social media, connect with me on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, or of course on YouTube, and go and get this and download it and look at it again and just go through it and say, these are great numbers. This shows me that there's a huge booming opportunity for e-commerce and mobile and website. If you don't have a website, you're missing the boat. So just wanted to share that with you. If you need any help with your marketing, we're here to help you. kcmgmarketing.com. We have many different services, but at the end of the day, the only thing we're focused on is growth. So if you're a business owner and you're not looking to grow your business, which some aren't, and I understand that, they just want to stay the size they're at, and that's fine. But if you're looking to grow, get in touch with me, 508-864-3139, and we will help you understand your options, and we can go from there. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.